Today's recipe is low carb, one pan, chicken and fennel dinner. My name is Marie-France Garon and you are on Healthy Cooking for Food Lovers. Let's start with the star of the show, the fennel. Now, people choose fennel for its licorice-like flavor, but ancient practitioners used fennel for its natural remedies. Fennel is a Mediterranean plant that is now popular all over the world. The vitamin and mineral content in fennel contributes to building and maintaining bone structure and strength. It also supports blood pressure, heart health, immune system, inflammation, digestion, regularity, and metabolism. Here's what's included in fennel: potassium, sodium, vitamin A, calcium, vitamin C, iron, vitamin B6, magnesium, zinc, copper, manganese, selenium, niacin, folate, beta-carotene, vitamin E, vitamin K. Who wants some fennel now? So healthy and good for you. So here's all our ingredients, and I'm gonna bring the chicken out in a minute. I'm using chicken thighs for this recipe today, but you can really use any part of the chicken that you like. And of course, for our friends vegetarian and vegans, you can certainly use tofu for this recipe. It's perfectly perfect. So you met our star already, our fennel. We have 2 carrots, I have 2 oranges, 1 onion there. I have 1 sweet potato here, and the reason it's in the water because we just peeled it already ahead, and then so if we don't want it to go brown a little bit, just leave it in some water. It's just plain water here, and our sweet potato in there. We have some green beans, but you can really add whatever vegetable you like to this recipe. If you don't have beans but you have something else in your fridge, just go ahead and put that in the recipe. And so for our seasoning, we have some cumin, I have some stevia. Now you can use honey if you like, or you can use maple syrup. It's really delicious as well, but I wanted to keep this recipe low carb, and so I'm using stevia. This is my favorite sweetener because it's natural, it's from a plant, it's got no nasty chemicals in it, and it's perfect. We have some soya sauce. We're going to use some olive oil as well there, salt, pepper. And here we have some celery seeds, some thyme, and a little bit of chili flakes, all grounded together to put in our seasoning. So let's get going with the chopping now. So I've chopped our onion and carrot, sweet potato, and I made them all sort of similar size. The onion are like little wedges and little sticks of carrots, so it's all gonna cook evenly. And then now we're gonna add our fennel. So fennel has all this beautiful greenery on it when you buy it, so this is beautiful for your finishing presentation. So we're gonna cut it about here. So we're just gonna use all of this, and I washed it, you know, perfectly. Sometimes we have to discard one of the top layer because it's got, you know, lots of marks, but this one is beautiful. We're using it all, and then this is good too. We don't lose anything. We're just gonna keep some of this beautiful part for decoration at the end, and because it's really nice, so we just take that apart and keep some, and we can chop it and put it on top of our dish at the end. It's gonna be perfect. So just keeping some of that. And this part, we're gonna put it in our little bag together with all the other scraps that we have, and we're gonna use this in our next recipe to make some vegetable stock. So keep that in the fridge together with your other scraps from your veggies, and then when we're ready we can make a beautiful vegetable stock. So let's chop our fennel. Very simple. What you want to do is cut it in 4. So just like this, and then put it flat and cut it again. And then this little part here, you just use your knife and take a little slice out, because this one is a little bit hard. This we keep. So just like this, you just want to come here with your knife on an angle and just take this little part out. So we do the same with our, this is good to use. And so we're gonna do the same with this one, just cut it in. So we're gonna keep this for soup with our other scraps, and then we're gonna cut the fennel just in little wedges or little slice, similar size to the rest of our veggies. So just like this. Our vegetables are ready. Now what we want to do at this point is heat up the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 190 Celsius. And what we're going to do is we're going to prepare our seasoning first, and put all our vegetable in here in this bowl first before we start cooking. So in this bowl I will add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So I'm just gonna measure like this, as you know, that's about that, 3 tablespoons. We have some soy sauce here, 1/4 cup of soy sauce. We're gonna add our other seasoning here, our chili flakes, thyme, and also celery seed we have here. So we add all this here in the bowl. We're gonna add some salt and pepper. And we're gonna put the zest of one of the oranges, and we're gonna use the 2 orange in the recipe as well. So let's get started with that. For zesting, it's important that your orange, that you clean them properly. Those are organic, but oranges or lemons, they're very porous, and so it's really important that they are very clean, especially when you use the zest, the peel. So for zesting, it's always 1, 2, and turn. 1, 2, turn. Our 2-star anise in there as well. We're gonna add 2 teaspoons of stevia for the sweetener, or you put some honey, maple syrup, whatever you like. And to finish here, I think I've got about everything. We're gonna put some cumin, a little bit, because cumin is very strong. We don't want to overpower that, so that's why I go in my hand first, so it's not gonna go all in. So just a little pinch like that of cumin as well. And let's mix all that together. And then we're gonna add all our vegetables here in there. We could put them in the pan and start frying and adding all our spices and seasoning, but I want them to all be mixed with all this beautiful seasoning. I want it to be coated everywhere. So we're gonna add all of that in the pot here, and we're gonna mix that all in with our seasoning. Now let's prepare our oranges. I'm just gonna move that aside here. I'm using a plate because I don't want to lose any of the juice. Instead of chopping on the board, I'm gonna do it in the plate so we capture all the juice as well. So here we're gonna go like this. Just cut the two ends like that. Alright, and then we just go around and take all the skin off like that. And then we're just gonna separate, you know, there's all the little separation, and we're just gonna come and cut like this and get all this beautiful here, just like that. Be careful when you do that with your knife. So with the rest of the orange here, we're just gonna capture all this juice and squeeze it here to have all our juice like this. So we're gonna use our orange that we used for the zest as well and do the same thing. Alright, we're gonna add our oranges here to our vegetable and all of the juice from the plate all in, and let's mix all that together with our beautiful seasoning that's at the bottom. So we just want all of this nice seasoning to be all over. So we're gonna just make sure we go in the bottom of this pot and bring it all together. So here's our chicken thighs, and what I did is I prepared most of it, but I just kept one to show you. We know that they are boneless as well, the one I'm using here. You can use chicken with the skin if you wanted to, whichever way you want, but here's our chicken thighs. And what I do is that I just put it flat and I add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper inside, and then I just roll it like this. Just fold it together, and then I put a toothpick through. So because I want them to cook like this. So they're already ready here. So we're gonna start cooking this in the pan first, and then we'll do our vegetable, and it will be ready already in about 20 minutes now from now. Okay, so our pan is ready already, and we're gonna add just a little bit of olive oil in here, and we're gonna just start cooking our chicken first. So I'm gonna just put all the chicken in here. So here we can see that our chicken is still a little bit pink, but we're gonna just take it out now, put our veggies and put it all back and send it into the oven. So we're just gonna take it all out now. And of course, if you want to make this meal vegetarian, you would use your tofu here. You could also marinate it all together into with the vegetable and mix it all in the vegetable and cook it all at the same time if you're using tofu. Okay, we're gonna add everything now in the pan, and then we can return the chicken after. So here we go, all our beautiful veggies together with our oranges and not losing anything. Beautiful. So we're just gonna saute our vegetable for a couple of minutes and then add on all the chicken again and then in the oven. there's beautiful orange juice at the bottom. I think that's what is bringing all that beautiful smell. So just let it be for a minute and then we'll stir it a little bit and then be ready. So I leave all my chicken on top like this, and this is going like this into the oven for 20-25 minutes, uncovered just like this in the pan. Chicken and fennel dinner is ready. It stayed in the oven for 30 minutes and now I let it rest for another 10 and it's ready to dish out. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm just gonna take all our chicken off here because I want to give it a little stir with the vegetable and the nice juice that's at the bottom. It smells really amazing. So I just want to mix that a little bit with the juices, but we'll be very careful not to break off all our veggies because they're very beautiful. So I will gently stir. Oh, the smell is amazing. Oh, I love this dish. Okay, so now it's time to plate it. So we're just gonna have a little bit of everything here. Some carrots here, some more beans. Of course, more fennel here. Beautiful. Now let's choose a couple of pieces of chicken and put it like this, and it's ready to eat. So the smell of the fennel together with the orange, it just really smells delicious. Now just to finish it off, we'll add just a little pinch of our beautiful greenery from our fennel and it's perfect. What an amazing meal. Low carb, one pan, chicken and fennel dinner. Bon appetit!